Hello, Pilar. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm very fine and I'm very excited to meet you here. Today, I would like to talk about our festival. We are both the jury members at the KORK International Film Festival, and I would like to talk about our festival and also your work. Welcome again.
Thank you.
To start from the beginning, how did your interest in the horror genre begin? And I would like to ask also, what made you want to work this genre both as an actor and as a director?
Well, I think I can say that since I was a child, I'm very interested in fantasy movies or dark movies, ghost stories. So I think that I could say that it came with me. The horror thing came with me. Probably regarding my family and the stories and the tales that they uh, brought home, and I always felt very connected with horror and fantasy, dark fantasy things and movies, tales, and
Are they
and
very common in Argentina, like horror tales
yes, actually yes.
for children? Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, at least in my family for children.
yeah,
But I don't know if you remember, but I don't know how old are you. But when I was a kid, movies were like darker than nowadays. Like I remember movies that I don't know, The Dark Crystal by Jim Henson, or The Labyrinth, or Legend, the first movie with Tom Cruise. I mean, they were very dark. I remember in Legend there was like the devil was there, like a demon with horns and everything.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think,
Yeah, there were no such thing like children will affect badly.
yeah,
Same
so
in
that
Turkey.
so I guess that kids, we were used to stories like that. Even though I mean Disney movies were creepier than nowadays.
Yeah, it's totally the same in Turkey. I would like to talk about your work, your first feature film. You directed, and you had the main character, and you were the producer, I guess, right? In the
Yeah,
what was the name? A Sip of Hell.
Tip of
I
Hell.
just checked the trailer, and I want to know more about the film. How was it?
Well, the movie is my first feature. I co-directed it with my boyfriend, Mariana Sef. And well, it's a movie, it's a dark fantasy for me, not such as a pure horror genre, more like a dark fantasy, psycho thriller,
Mhm.
with some notes of surrealism that I really love surrealism.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and it's like I call the movie like a lucid nightmare. I'm into like lucid dreams and meditation and those things, and I think this movie is like a lucid nightmare, when you know that you are having a really bad dream and you are aware of it, but you cannot escape until you get to the end.
Yeah, the most terrifying one, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was such an adventure because yes, as you told, we produced a movie, we did everything basically, and it's an independent movie. It's in Argentina, it's very hard to be able to film something,
Uh-huh.
because everything is so expensive, and it was really an adventure to be able to pull this movie off. And we had an amazing team, a very small team, but very talented people,
Mhm.
that brought the work alive.
Mhm. Yeah, independent cinema is
Uh,
always like you called some friends and can you come and we will make a movie. Okay, again, you don't have money. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. How did the idea of the film come to you? As an image or as a scene that you imagined? How was it?
Well, I was feeling like a bit of choked in my little world, and I really felt that I needed to do something about those heavy feelings that I was having.
Mhm.
And so I started writing, and the movie, it's about like, I mean, it's not obvious in the movie. It's not that I'm saying this in the movie, but the sub message is that that I felt like addicted to my work, completely addicted to acting and performing, and that I'm doing this and going to class and going to a theater, going to a set. So I was feeling like I couldn't stand it anymore. I was feeling really addicted to doing something that it was losing meaning for some sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to put, I mean, I love my career, but the same things that you love, maybe the same things that hurt you if you you know they pass.
Yeah, when you go to the end of the feeling, you go back to the opposite.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to measure yourself, even with the things that we love. I was working a lot all days and every day and all day. And so I was feeling submissive to my desires, absolutely submissive. And that feeling started to be very heavy on me. So I wanted to express this feeling of being submissive to your desires in the most explicit way. So the movie is very dark, and it talks about these dark feelings regarding art and industry and what should we do and what's the purpose of playing and acting and creating these things. It's about purpose, feeling very tired, burnt out, actually, and I'm feeling submissive to your desires and your fears. I wanted to speak about fears and regarding the career, being a woman in the industry, and the things that are very hard for us, or maybe harder than for us than for some guys or men. And you know, that feeling of being running after something that you don't know where it's gonna lead you.
Yeah. I can feel it. As an actor, I feel this horror. This is the horror of our lives. So yeah, I can feel you. And what was it you told you said that you wrote this. Okay,
Yeah.
so you are the lead actor, director, writer, and producer of this film.
Yes, I actually
Such a talent. I don't know if you prefer to have this talent actually, or not, just to act. Just act.
I don't know. You know, it's like a need. Like, I need to tell stories. It's not necessarily that I enjoy doing everything.
No, of course.
But you know, there's a point that acting is not enough for telling stories. So you need to do something else. You need to, you know, create a festival, write your story, do your play, or film something, or you know, it's like, it's more than acting. It's I'm addicted to telling stories. So it's a bit tiring, but at the same time, I love it, and I just can't stop doing it. It's more like the way the things are.
And what was the biggest advantages and challenges to juggling in these 4 roles, like lead actor, director, writer, and producer? You tell yourself, like, you know, this meme, like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Pilar, you produced the film. Okay,
Yeah.
Pilar, you direct the film. How was it?
Well, it was challenging and also very fun because I had the opportunity to choose everything and with my partner, of course, having the big decisions, who's gonna play the characters, and I'm very I'm very protector with the actors, so I wanted that actress and that actor, and luckily my friends are very talented, so they're good actors. So it was very positive for me to be able to have the decisions and who's gonna do this and who's gonna play that. But I also had a good team that, for example, when I was on in the scene, they helped me with the acting coaching. So everything was very balanced, and at the same time, all the mistakes that I did were my fault. So it was like, we have to fix this in post production because I took a very bad decision, and that was very challenging.
Yeah, but it was your fault. It was
Yeah,
my fault.
Mariana, my boyfriend, and the other director said, this is a problem for the Mariano's future, for the other Mariano. So like that, yeah.
And you talk about the financial problems so in independent movies. Okay, there's always the financial problems while we are making independent movies, but in horror independent movies, what do you think and what do you want to say?
It's even more.
Or
Yeah, I don't know why the horror movies or fantasy movies are not that prestige as they should be. Horror is a great genre that really helps, not only as an entertainment. It's a very it's such an amazing way of processing dark emotions and feelings and telling deep tales, and also for kids, for young people, for adults, for elder people. So it's a very valuable genre, and I think it's not as prestigious or valuable as it should be. So it's harder to get financial help. On the other hand, I really hate bureaucracy. I don't know if it's a bureaucracy.
Same word in Turkish, bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy, yes. So I was not willing to wait for the supports and help and everything. So our movie is really independent. We don't have any kind of support. So we did what we have, and we put all our heart on the movie and pray for the best.
Can we say in horror movies are one of the most independent movies in the independent film industry? Because when you say horror movies, people are like, they terrify immediately. When you say horror movies, I don't like this genre. Or
yeah,
I can imagine that it's super hard to find a producer or find.
And besides, when you say horror movies, people always think, okay, it's gonna be a demon, it's gonna be a ghost, it's gonna be a creature. And when there's no creature, it's even harder.
Demons are inside of us.
Of course.
Yeah, horror is here. Demons are here. So we are not searching them around.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I would like to ask you, how do horror festivals in different parts of the world help a film's visibility?
Well, for me, it's everything. Like they help everything. It's a very important and it's very it's such an amazing opportunity for independent filmmakers to have a screen in another country. I mean, it's mind blowing for me. like this conversation for me is mind blowing. I just can't imagine myself when I was writing and thinking, oh, I'm gonna be speaking with someone on the other side of the world. This is mind blowing for me.
Yeah.
Because film festivals are not only to a place where your movie is gonna be played with a bit of luck, but also where you may meet your new friends or your new partners or your new, people that will help and help you grow, or you will grow in the future. I mean, it's very, very important to do this not networking as lobby, but networking for real. Meet your partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly on this horror films, no? Mostly on the horror films. Like there's an audience of the horror movies.
Yes.
Is there a big audience in Argentina?
Yes, there's a big audience. Yeah, we have many film festivals, but there's one that is called Rojo Sangre. That would be blood red. I don't know how to.
Rojo is red, and sangria. Sangria.
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay. Rojo Sangria.
Yeah, Rojo Sangre, and it's very important. And there's a lot of people that really enjoys horror movies and all those things. So yeah, I think that we are very fans of the weird movies and the terror movies. Luckily.
Yeah, it's good to know. And also in Turkey also there's an audience for our festival. It also made me happy in the first year. When I go to the cinema, I saw these people that
amazing.
Where were you? Like see you in the streets or anywhere, or in another, I don't know, in another movie theater, and you're here and you're very excited to see all these horror movies. Yeah, I was super happy too. And what was we know that Tip of Hell, your first film, premiered in Tallinn Black Night Film Festival, right?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. How was the audience there? Is there any moments that really touched you or surprised you after the movie or during the movie at all?
Yeah, Tallinn was like a dream for us. First of all, I mean, the festival is such an amazing festival. The people is amazing, super warm, professional, very good people. The festival is amazing. And the other thing is that on the world premiere, it was my birthday. So like I'm having the best birthday ever with my first movie being like world premiere in Tallinn. So it was like a bit of shock for me, because it was really my first experience in everything regarding a feature, first feature. So I keep Tallinn in my heart. Like I think it's gonna be in my heart forever. And all of the people that I met there, like I'm really grateful with Javier Garcia Porto is the one that the programmer for our category that was Rebel with a Cause, and we met amazing people there. So everything regarding Estonia and Tallinn is happiness for me.
So Tallinn was in November.
Yes, November.
So your zodiac is Scorpio.
Scorpio. Yeah. And yours?
Cancer.
I love Cancer.
I love Scorpio. My boyfriend is a Scorpio. Yeah, I know your dark side. I can understand. Scorpio has a huge dark side, by the way.
Huge dark side.
3 hours later.
As an actor, what is the big technical or emotional challenge for you in the movies?
Well,
in the horror movies, of course.
I guess that and a big challenge is the continuidad. Like, well, that's very challenging because you have to keep the emotional track going on. And on my movie, there was one scene that was very challenging for me. It's a deja vu. There's a deja vu in the movie, and we had to, as we didn't have much light, we had to use the sunlight for doing the movie. We had to shot the deja vu like in fractions, but like I had to play the first deja vu and the second deja vu all together, but in fractions, and I had to match the emotional track, like being aware from which deja vu I was working on, and that was super challenging for me.
I can imagine. Yeah, it's quite hard to even in another movie, even in another genre. It's super hard to keep the characters' emotions.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very challenging.
And I also guess that if you have much VFX or blood or that is also that could be very challenging. Cold on the movie, it was winter and it was very cold, and I had to go into the river, and it was
oh, okay. Yeah, but maybe this is the this is okay.
At the same time, you are in such a energetic and adrenalinic trip that you don't care.
yeah, of course. You don't feel sometimes what's going on in the world.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Yeah. And here is in our festival, in KORK International Horror Festival, we watched a lot of movies, movies from a lot of countries, from different countries. What are the similarities and the differences for you? What did you observe?
Well, I was astonished with the amount of movies and the amazing movies that I had the opportunity to watch, the creativity of people, the world of the creators. I really enjoy watching a movie, but not for movies. For me, are not for liking or disliking. I don't usually say. I mean, of course, there's movies that we love, but I usually try not to say I like this movie or I don't like this movie, because for me, movies are not for liking or disliking, are for feeling, sharing, and accessing into another realm of someone else, like to share a vision. So I was amazed by the super great films that I had the opportunity to watch, and I can say that it's amazing to feel that no matter where you are, in which side of the world, we can connect through emotions, through deep emotions, as the horror genre brings. So I was like astonished, really, to understand. I feel that you get to know the people on the country for the movie. So I'm really grateful with the festival about that. It was a very special experience for me. KORK, the KORK.
Yeah, you just said, but I want to ask, which fears have the same impact everywhere for you?
I guess that religious horror could be one of the genres that we can connect. Like, it doesn't matter if you like it or not, but you understand the religious horror. For me, is the psychological horror or the killers movies. But I think that the religious horror for me is like the more the one that is more common, because, well, religions are complicated in the world. So
what is exciting or interesting trends in the horror movies recently in the world? What do you think?
Oof. Well, there's one that I'm a fan, but I cannot say.
Oops.
Fan of that movie. Fan, absolute fan.
Okay, you'll tell me later.
Yeah, later. But I also recently watched 28 Days Revolution, or I'm not sure about the name. The last one from Danny Boyle, like the zombie saga. Of that movie was amazing for me. I really enjoyed. Very adrenalinic and full of crazy characters, and it was amazing. Yeah.
But what was the first movie that you got amazed by? What was it when you were a child?
Horror movies?
Yeah, horror movies.
I think that one of the worst movies for me was Cape of Fear with I think it was Robert De Niro. It was like a suspense psychological movie. A Cape of Fear was such a creepy movie from a guy that hunts a girl, and it was horrible, but very good. Horrible good.
Okay, you recommend it or not?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and also when I was a kid, I was very afraid of clowns, so I was afraid to watch It. I had to wait, and
Of course, it's.
it was such a horrible movie. Yeah.
It was in the 90s, right?
Yes. And I remember nothing to do with movies, but also to do with clowns. That I went to a religious school, a Christian school, and they had this basement that I was like Scorpion Girl. Like I was very curious of the basement, and one afternoon I skipped a class and I dropped a ball. Like, oops, I dropped a ball. I have to go pick it up. And I went downstairs all alone. And I don't know why, but I found a huge paint of a clown on the basement. And I don't know why, but I thought, I mean, I was scared to death. But although I was scared to death, I said to myself, what if I move the painting? So I moved the painting and I found a tunnel on my school. So the tunnel was from like the basement under the, how do I say, patio, like the playground where all the kids play. And it was under the playground to other basement on the other side of the school. So I went like a few meters in the tunnel and I started running back upstairs because I was scared as hell. But it was an amazing experience.
Wow. Why there was a clown painting?
I don't know. In a Christian school, that was weird.
But this moment was before you watched it or after you watched it?
It wasn't the same time. I was really scared of clowns. It was like a message for me. I took it like that.
Yeah, maybe it was a message like you should direct a horror movie.
Actually, in the movie in A Sick of Hell, there's a tunnel that it came from there, like that tunnel. And I asked my school, can I show this scene on your tunnel? No, you can't. So I had to go.
You asked the school.
What?
You asked to the school for
this. I asked.
Okay.
I was like, I have that tunnel in my mind, like that creepy tunnel for years and years, and they didn't let me. So I had to go to another tunnel.
Yeah, maybe that was the first image.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. You never know. It's everything. Everything can become a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Pilar. It was such amazing conversation with you. I really like to know you better and your work and your personality and your zodiac. Thank you to be
Thank
here.
you so much. I'm really happy also to be meeting you and the people in the festival. I'm really grateful with all of you, and I think this experience made me grow a little bit, and I'm grateful with you. Thank you so much.